Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Gear Up episode on Modern Warfare 3. In today's episode, we are looking at the Beretta ARX-200 DMR. So this thing's pretty badass, and this thing was shown off, I believe maybe 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. This is pretty cool. Now, COD actually got this one a little bit more detailed. They put their own style on it, but it still looks like an ARX-200, obviously. But there are major differences as well. We're not going to go into too much of that. I'm just going to try and show you guys the build and then keep going because there's a couple builds you can make with this thing. So, let's start off, right away here. Okay, let's take a look first. So it's pretty effective. The only downside is I feel like you would have to use this in semi because of the optic, but other than that, it's a great gun, especially in multiplayer. This is not a Warzone build by any means. It's a multiplayer build in case you want more of like a Milsim style gameplay. So starting off with the muzzle as always, we're using the the Spiritfire VT7 suppressor. For the barrel here, we're using the Dozer 90 long barrel, which is the longest barrel you can get for this thing, unfortunately, which is kind of inaccurate to what the real life one is. But anyways, moving on. The optic here is the hybrid fire point, which is more of like an ACOG with a MRDS on top. And then for the stock, we're running the STT-88 precision stock. And then finally for the underbarrel, we're using the Cornerstone bipod. So yeah, that's it for the attachments. There's really nothing much here. Now the barrel, the reason why I said it's kind of unrealistic is because usually the handguard is supposed to be an M-LOK style handguard all around. But as you guys can see, it has different cutouts for ventilation, I would assume. They're much bigger cutouts, so we don't have that on the real thing, but it's okay. It's close enough. And of course, this one's like stacked full of rails. But other than that, the rails are personal preference anyways on an M-LOK. So really not much to say about that. But anyways, that's it for the build. Let's go ahead, hop into firing range. I'm going to let you guys listen to it, and then we'll move on. Okay, so a little bit quicker than what we usually do because I do want to make another video on this gun. So the DMR version here, let's test the recoil. It's not terrible. I mean, it's going to be harder to hit past 25 meters, like around 50. It's a little bit difficult, but it's not a bad gun whatsoever with this build. I recommend running this thing in semi. Like, it has to be in semi, especially as a DMR. So just run this in semi, and as you guys can see, it is way more accurate, obviously. Not only is it more accurate, but you can fire this thing as fast as you can pull the trigger. Like, check this out. It basically is like full auto, but you don't have that much recoil. Oh, that was a little bit of a over snap, but yeah, you get the point. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's video. This one's kind of a short one, but easy build. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below if you guys are interested in any of the gear that I run for my PC build. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, ladies and gents, and I hope you enjoyed.